Hello there guys, and welcome to this X-Plane 11 video. Today we're going to be revisiting one of the top quality add-ons for X-Plane 11, no other than the Reality Expansion Pack by SimCoders for the Carenado Baron 5.8. Since the last time I've done a review of the Reality Expansion Pack for the Baron 5.8, the plugin has been completely reskinned to match the look of X-Plane 11, and it has been improved with a new set of immersions and features. So what we're going to be doing in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the new interface, and then we're going to take the aircraft for a short flight around the Washington area to put the Reality Expansion Pack to the test. The first thing you'll notice in the new version of the Reality Expansion Pack is that it has been completely reskinned to match the look and feel of the X-Plane 11 user interface. If you move here to the control panel, as you can see, it's got brand new icons and all the windows have been reskinned to match the X-Plane 11 user interface. There is a brand new feature in this version of REP, which is the automatic engine start. And it is particularly useful for those of you who are unfamiliar with the Reality Expansion Pack. You can actually watch the engine start and you can learn from it, and you can adapt good procedures for starting the engine. Now, my favorite part in the new version is the maintenance report, or if you will, the maintenance hangar. Now, in this section, you can look at the aircraft status and the condition of the various items aboard the aircraft, including cylinders, oil fluid. You can change the type of oil used in the aircraft. You can switch the spark plug types. You can clean the spark plugs if they need cleaning, and the status is indicated in the action column. So you can click here to use, you can click here to clean. Everything else appears to be okay at the moment. Now, the Reality Expansion Pack is not just designed for looks, it's not just designed for nice sounds. It actually takes the aircraft to a whole new level of realism. For those of you who are coming from the pre-3D world or FSX, it's kind of like the AccuSim in the A2A series of aircraft. And everything actually works in this aircraft. And for example, let's look at here the tires. So you've got the tires are all in a perfect condition, but they will actually wear out with time. And if you do a lot of hard landings, like I normally do, then you will wear those tires out. And when the tires actually are worn out, the handling of the aircraft on the ground will differ. It will not be the same. And the same thing goes for everything else. Spark plugs, electrical fuel pump. If you don't if you don't maintain the aircraft, then it will not perform well, just like the real aircraft in the real world. So what I'd like to do today is I'd like to start the aircraft, and I'm going to direct your attention to a few things while we're doing the startup procedure, and then we're going to take it for a short flight around the Washington area. Now, let me tell you guys, I'm not proficient in flying the Baron 5.8. And I'm not going to follow the checklist to the bone. What I'm going to do essentially is I want to show you how the aircraft handles and how incorrect usage of the aircraft and not following the proper checklist can affect the aircraft. Now let me tell you, the realism that the Reality Expansion Pack brings to this aircraft is second to none in the X-Plane world. Right. Time to start up the aircraft and take it for a short spin. All right, let's go ahead and start with the left engine. So battery can go on, and the beacon can go on as well. Cowl flaps are open, and let's see here. All right, so as I move the prop to full forward, I want you guys to pay attention to the propeller here. Okay. So we're going to start with the left engine and mixture on full rich. Now watch what happens. See how the feathering changed? All right, and now I'm going to crack the throttle just a bit. And now watch how the fuel flow changes as I move the propeller, as I move the throttle forward. Okay, slow fuel flow, Now watch what happens. All right, bring it down here, and let's start the engine. We have a good start on the left engine. And now let's do the same for the right engine. Mixture on full rich. Prop full forward. And throttle. Okay, we'll bring it back here. And we have a good start on the right engine as well. Right alternator going on. Nav lights can go on. And now we have to wait until the temperature is in the green zone, which it is almost. We have to wait just a little while. So let's go ahead and start our avionics. Avionics master is on, and the transponder code is 1200, which is the squawk code for a VFR flight. So everything here is okay. All right, let's just give it some time and wait for the temperature to reach the green arc, and then we can perform some tests and then depart for a short flight. Let me turn on the panel lights on so we can see. Yep, much better. As you can see, the temperature is now reaching the green arc. And notice how there is a slight difference in the temperature for both engines. We started the left engine first, and as you can see, it has already reached the green arc, and it's almost on the second dash there. And look at the difference in the right engine, as it was the engine we started after the left engine. They're both in the green area now, so we are good to perform a few more tests. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the RPM to 1700 RPM. All right, right there is good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the drop in RPM when there we go. There's a good drop there. Again, good drop. Oops. All right, we'll do the same thing with the left engine. Again, good drop. There we go. So good drop as we test the magnetos. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reduce power to right about here. All right, and I'm going to lean the mixture. Okay, taxi lights are on, and let's go ahead and taxi to the runway. So parking brake is released, and you can hear the rattle. And let me go ahead and slam on the brakes. You can hear the squeak, pretty nice. All right, let's set the parking brake. And let's see here. Taxi lights off, landing lights are on. Let me check the volume because this aircraft, the engine sound is quite loud. So I want to make sure that you guys are able to hear me. All right, and strobes can go on. What else do we need to do? Mixture can go to full rich now. And everything appears to be all right to me. Let's release the parking brake and let's go. So again, our rotation speed is going to be about 80 knots. And we're just going to make a few turns and then we'll head back and land. All right, and we are ready to go. Just listen to those engine sounds. 80 knots. Rotate. And gear is going up. Let's make a pass by the White House. All right. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reduce the props. There's the White House. Now, when you turn on the prop synchronizer, it says you should manually reduce the RPM to below 2500. It is already below 2500, so I'm not sure if this is an X-Plane 11 thing with the aircraft or what exactly. But what we can do, there we go. And now the prop synchronizer is doing its thing. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to make a right turn and we're going to head back to the airport and land the aircraft. Right, so we've begun our descent now towards the airport. That's the runway to our right. And we're going to maintain about 500 feet per minute for our descent. It's actually about 700 right now. Start reducing speed. A little bit of wind here as we come into land, and flaps full. We literally dropped out of the sky as our speed got reduced real quick. Not sure really what happened there. I think the speed, we should have probably maintained about 90 knots for the speed. We literally dropped out of the sky, and thankfully we landed on the runway. All right. I'm hitting the toe brake, and now you can hear the sound as I hit on the toe brake released. Now, as you can see, because the mixture is on full rich and the RPM is dropping, that can really cause the spark plugs to fail. So we need to give it just a little bit more power. All right. So again, we have the same message about the spark plugs because our RPM is very low. So what we need to do is to lean the mixture. And as you can see now, as we've done that, the message is it has disappeared. Because this is really, if the aircraft is on a low RPM, you should lean the mixture, otherwise the spark plugs will wear out very quickly. Okay, so let us go ahead and kill the fuel. All right. Now it says never turn off the engine with the avionics master switch on, which is correct because that might actually burn your avionics. So let's bring the props back. You see how the blade actually it was feathered as we move the props back to idle. And now what we can do is we can turn off panel, nav, beacon, strobes, landing lights, everything. We'll turn everything off. And we'll turn the battery off as well. All right, let's go ahead and bring up the maintenance report. And as you can see, that hard landing has completely worn out our tires. Replace recommended. So it's not just wear, those tires need to be replaced completely. And to do this, you click on fix to fix the left tire and right tire. So let's go ahead and do that. So fix and fix. Battery is still okay. We've got a good charge. Everything else here is okay. So as you can see, Reality Expansion Pack really brings the aircraft, brings this Carenado Baron 5A to a completely different level of realism. And honestly, guys, if all the Carenado aircraft had a Reality Expansion Pack, I would probably go and purchase every single one of them. This plugin is that good, and in my opinion, it is well worth the price of $19.99. Well, folks, this brings us to the conclusion of our video today. I hope that this was a fair and square look at the improved version of the Reality Expansion Pack for the Carenado Baron 5.8. I hope that you have enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. I will see you all very soon. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now.